What's going on, everybody? Colby Logan here with Pickler Universe, day 3 of MLP here in Dallas, Texas. I'm sitting here with Michael Wurster with the MLP Operations Group. What's going on, buddy? How are you, man?
Good. How about yourself, Colby?
I'm doing great, man. I'm watching a lot of good pickleball, meeting a lot of amazing people, as you do in this sport. It's just full of great people. But I've been watching you guys over there. You guys are busy.
It's a lot of movement. It is a lot of movement.
Yeah.
It's it's a lot that goes into it. We're all of our operations people. It's you pretty much from start to finish. We're the first ones here, last ones to leave, and you got to put on a show for all the wonderful pickleball fans out here.
Right on. I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna move this up here so that we can hear that sweet voice of yours. Cool, man. Well, I know you've been traveling around with MLP. Is this the 9th or 10th event of the year, or where are we at here?
I want to say this is the number 9, and then it goes San Diego into the finals in New York City.
Okay. Well, the reason that I'm sitting here is I'm trying to bring attention to Pickler Universe. This is obviously a brand new investment in Dallas here, so I certainly, you guys have seen a lot of locations, and. I just want to talk about the facility. What's your reaction over the past week here, setup and all that? What do you think about this gargantuan facility here?
It was mind-boggling walking in here because I heard nothing about it, didn't see any pictures, going here with no expectations, and within the first couple hours I was just very amazed of how you guys set this whole place up, the way it looks, the way you guys run this place. It is very professional, looks phenomenal. And the venue right here is a perfect venue for an event like us to come in here.
And does it? I mean, are there any other facilities indoor that are quite this large around the country, or is this kind of the first of its kind?
This is definitely from what we've done. We did the Pickler in Salt Lake City last year. We're doing it again this year. But this scale of a pickleball courts all over. I mean, having the championship court, the grandstand court, all consolidated, and having all of these extra 20 more courts down to on this side of it?
Well, yeah, we got 12 and 12. We got 24 indoor over here, just perfectly painted. The lighting is amazing. I've played quite a bit on these courts, and got our vendor sponsor alley over here. Yeah, there's a lot of real estate, and I know when you're putting on an event of this scale, I mean, the caterer needs a lot of room to do all their prep. Operations, AV needs a lot of room to, and little cracks and crevices to run cables and store cases. And I mean, the AV is my world, so I totally get that. And then just generally, we talked about catering. We got the VIP
phenomenal spot
VIP
up there.
lounge. Yeah, you just need a lot of real estate.
Yeah, you need different rooms, different places, and you guys got the perfect amount. We have players' room, staff room. Everyone's not all bunched together in little corridors. There's space for everyone and anything. And as you can see here, we have so much things going on. So many people set up, all these sponsors everywhere, and it looks phenomenal with the room that you have here. And
there's location number 2.
Which is what I heard.
Yeah, over right by the airport. Not that we're far from the airport here, but that one is literally on the south end of DFW Airport, so that'll be convenient. I'm trying to understand if ultimately that will become the landing point, maybe for even this event, maybe moving over there. I know that facility's large as well, but whether it's here or there, Pickler Universe is definitely establishing a home for MLP in Dallas, which is awesome. I mean, to be able to be this close to all the players, and they're warming up right behind me here, and they're so accessible. That's what's really cool. Now you're addicted to pickleball.
Now I am. Coming into this job a year and a half ago, I really had no idea what was going on. And little do you know, within the first couple events, I was playing with all the people and all my staff members. And
is that what y'all do in your spare time? Do you play pickleball?
We try to. When we set it all up, you
got to test it out.
You got to try it out, test it out, make sure it's ready for the players. And then even after the matches are done, we like to get out there for a little bit at the end of the day, if we're not too exhausted.
Of course. I remember as a little kid, I ball boyed. I played tennis growing up, and I was able to ball boy for the practice matches of a big tournament in Dallas. It was called the WCT Finals, and there's no way you would know about this, but I'm talking about I went out to Ball Boy, and this was at Reunion Arena, which is no longer there, but think American Airlines Center, our largest arena, giant. And they had a single court right down in the arena, 25,000 person arena, right? They had one court, and we would Ball Boy during the practice sessions. There I am standing with 3 of my high school buddies waiting for, Andre Agassi walks on, Yvonne Lindell, John McEnroe, and we're sitting there ball. Well, before they got there, we started hitting on the court there in this giant stadium, right? And Yvonne Lindell starts walking on the court, and we're like, I wonder if we should stop now. No, man.
Tell them to join on in, get
I know.
some reps.
Yeah. Maybe Yvonne Lindell will hit a few with us. You're probably like, who the hell's Yvonne Lindell?
I know Agassi, obviously.
Agassi, yeah. And this was his younger days. We all wanted to be Andre Agassi, which interesting name to bring up. I mean, one of the biggest voices for professional pickleball now, Andre Agassi. Man, we couldn't get a better spokesperson, a legend in the sport of tennis, and now a full-on pickleball addict.
Yeah.
And it's difficult to really state the impact that he's had in terms of the promotion.
It's been unreal. Just him doing the pickleball slams, getting onto those on the ESPN, and then also getting his own paddle, and also bringing the whole community with him into this is phenomenal, because his energy is great. He really is dedicated to making himself the best pickleball player and having fun with it as well.
He loves it, dude. He has the spirit that we all do with it. It's like you just want to get out there and play, and he and his wife both. I mean, incredible. 2 of the best players in the world to ever play the game, Andre Agassi and Steffi Graf. I mean, that's amazing to have. And of course, he leans into Lifetime Fitness, promoting their national brand, and that's where I spend all my time, is Lifetime Fitness up in Allen, Texas. 6 glorious indoor courts. So as an operations person, you've been doing this job for how long?
About 1.5 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, I started in the beginning of the season last year, all the way through. And now this season, every year is a different year at the MLP, just changing schedules and how it goes. But this year was definitely a fun one.
Okay.
It was a really fun one. Seeing the growth of the sport, just seeing so many more people getting into it is phenomenal to see. Because from the start, 1.5 years ago to now, it's been a huge bump of just attention and people wanting to play it and see it and come out and watch it and see what we set up. Yeah.
Well, I was hearing the owner, Mark Moulton, was talking during the press conference before the tournament started last week, I believe. And he was talking about, look, this is great what we have here. I mean, we've got the stands are packed. We've got a lot of folks in there. But really, pickleball will perhaps, evolve into a real stadium sport. And will even, in a lot of ways, sort of outgrow what we have here, which is crazy to think. But, at the rate of growth and the number of people interested in watching these high-level matches, we're really blessed to be able to be this close right now.
Oh, yeah.
I think with the growth year over year, it's inevitable. And so who knows what's to come. Maybe we'll be moving into first maybe some collegiate.
That would be awesome. We do have some collegiate events and tournaments.
And they have some stadium facilities that are sort of mid-sized. So I'm thinking of, like, for example, SMU here in Dallas, even TCU. A lot of the colleges, they have that at one step up size-wise from here where their basketball plays.
Yep.
Maybe we'll see a migration to those kind of facilities and then eventually to something larger.
100%. Last week was a good showing at St. Louis College Basketball Arena at the Shapes.
I saw that. That's what sort of planted the seed. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and seeing that turnout, it was very heartwarming to see, we were able to do it at that big of a venue. So you never know where this can go, but seeing that as nice little potential was really cool to see. But both venues are this is great for the close interaction and just so much that can go on in a building. At a venue that it's more dispersed, it's not as all tight. So this is a lot more. Feel like you're you're more into it in these types of venues.
I mean, look, I hope it stays right here because this is great for us, man. You know, it's. I think it's going to be hard to wrangle in the growth. It's just getting out of. It's just going crazy.
Seeing these crowds over here it's been phenomenal. You know, from start to finish. From Thursday was a great showing. Yesterday was packed. The crowd's energy is phenomenal, and today it's just going to be even better.
Yeah, that's awesome. And where are you from originally?
From New Jersey.
Okay.
Still born and raised Jersey. You know, I get to go home every once in a while.
Every once in a while. Not with this job, man. You're all over the place.
All over the place. But I love travel, meeting new people just like you, Colby, and you know, it feels good to set up something for all these people and all the professional players to enjoy it.
I guess with your job with operations, you just got to wear a lot of different hats.
Yeah, you have to be diverse. You have to be able to just, you know, think on the spot, and you can't let anything get to you because you're handling with so many different people and departments, and kind of the glue that brings everyone together, and you know, set it up, run it, break it down, and on to the next. And it can be a lot, but it's a really cool job to be able to interact with all the different departments and kind of get everyone.
Well, and you and I talked about it'll be interesting to see the evolution of courts, especially when you have to put up the makeshift courts. We were talking about the rollout courts yesterday. I think I was talking about that. Yeah.
Yep.
And about, you know, the challenge that you're having with the weight and really getting it lined up and how it sits, you know, on the court. And then I was communicating to you, hey, we just got back from China. They've got a 5-6 piece that we played on. That was phenomenal.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see that side of the sport develop as well, because I mean, sometimes you want to perhaps have, well, in a basketball arena, perfect example. We've got the perfect venue, everything's there, seating, parking, concessions, it's all laid out. What about the court? You know, what is this going to look like? The evolution of being able to roll out a court, snap together a court. You know, that's going to be interesting to see how all that gets, how that develops.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of potential to bring a pickleball arena anywhere, parking lot, arena, anywhere you want. If it can fit a rolled out court, you can make anything into, you know, a nice stadium of Major League Pickleball Championship court, grandstand.
And what was the brand that y'all currently use?
Architect.
Architect.
Architect. Yes, Architect.
Well,
Architect.
We'll put a link down of what that is.
I always get it mixed up, but that's our main rollout court sponsor. They do a phenomenal job on their stuff, and it has so much potential to just be used a lot more in just different ways and arenas.
Yeah.
And, you know, so there's always an option of putting a pickleball court anywhere with those things. And
well, and one of the reasons that I have just a personal interest in it with a buddy of mine, CK. I don't know if you've met CK yet. He's one of the world record holders for the longest pickleball match, which we did here.
Yes. Yeah. We talked to them the other day.
And his group, the Pickle Breakers, that's what he named.
Nice hat.
That's what he named his world record group. And then we traveled to China to go play in China and sort of spread the goodwill of pickleball and what it can do across cultures and whatnot. I mean, one of the visions that CK and I have is using pickleball as a way to really travel the world and play in significant places that need some sort of healing, whatever that may be. Maybe it's a tragedy, maybe politics aren't weird somewhere, maybe it's something from the past. But CK and I talk about, well, let's go to the border of U.S. and Mexico, and let's play pickleball right there, you know, or let's go to a significant, you know, battleground somewhere and play right there.
Yeah.
Well, the way to accomplish that, we got to get the rollout court. Just give us a smooth surface, set up a court,
and you got it.
Boom, let's go. Let's get the cameras there rolling. But
I've seen some stuff on like battleships and stuff. You know, having like padel matches on battleships. So it is all very accomplishable with just one nice rollout court and a flat surface.
I like the battleship idea.
On the water and everything.
Or the aircraft carrier, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Since you got the big platform up there.
Exactly.
See, I knew you're just full of good ideas.
Yeah.
CK and aircraft carrier. We didn't think of that one.
And it can travel.
That's right.
And it can travel.
Oh, that's right. We can just move right along the coast.
Up and down the coast.
That's right. Mobile pickleball court. Wow. I'm thinking the wind is going to be an issue up there.
Hey, it just adds another element to pickleball, I guess.
Man, when they bring that wind in, that is not a friend to pickleball at all. That's why we have these indoor facilities.
Yeah, you don't have any outside factors.
That's awesome. Hey, one last thing I'll leave you with here, because this is just a fun thing that I ran across recently, and then I'll let you get back to work because we're right in the middle of it here.
Hey, man, it's a perfect break time.
I appreciate you giving me your time. I recently, when CK and I were in China, we went out to play. Now, I'll set the scene. You've been in this situation before. You get into this point, and it's crazy, right? And you're running ragged, and somebody goes and hits a tweener, and then the point's still going, and then you hit an overhead. I mean, the craziest point ever. Somebody hits an overhead, wins the point. Everyone's like bent over, laughing, screaming, and then somebody goes, "Hey, does anybody know what score it is? Hey, who's serving?"
Yep.
Does anybody?
Every single time.
Yeah.
You get so into it, and then you're just like, wait, who just served last? Or who? What's the score?
Where are we? I'm telling you, when we were over in China, one of the leaders of our group, he put this into my hand. It's called a rock. Let's rock. Referee on court, all right? And a player on each team gets one. And all you have to remember is if you win the rally, you're side-out scoring. If you win the rally, you hit the little ball on there. You got a Bluetooth speaker. It calls the score.
Oh, no way.
Dude, this thing works perfectly, man. We road tested it while we were in China. I brought it back to one of my morning matches with my buddies over in at Lifetime Allen. And we had a ball with that thing. There's something gratifying about winning a rally and being like, boop,
That is so cool.
It calls out the score. If you forget, you hit the paddle, and it reminds you what the score is and who is serving and all that.
Wow.
It's incredible.
That is insane.
How has this not, been come up with before? But kudos to my
awesome.
to my comrade for
that.
coming up with this. But that's a cool piece. I need to bust it out here and see.
I will be using this. I'm gonna try to use this. It's phenomenal. So the ball gives you the 1 point on whoever's team.
Yeah. I'll show you how to use it.
That's great.
I'll show you how to use it.
Pro.
Yeah, man. But hey, thank you for joining me, Michael. And
it's a pleasure.
yeah, man.
Much,
I know you need to get back to work, but Michael Wurster with MLP here, traveling all over the country, putting on these amazing tournaments, and of course, Pickler Universe. That's why we're here, to tell the world about it. So thank you all for joining us, and let's go watch some pickleball.
Let's go watch some pickleball. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Colby, for having me on.
You're welcome, buddy.